Hello and welcome to the New Indian Express Online. I'm Bansi Kalpa. With me is a very senior Bharatiya Janata Party leader, former General Secretary organizing of the state of Karnataka, and an ideologue of the party, Dr. Vaman Acharya. Dr. Vaman Acharya, first of all, Bharatiya Janata Party in the election results that have come out, not faring as well as expected. So for my first question to you is this massive experiment that the Bharatiya Janata Party tried, 75 new faces. Did it backfire? Because so many of them have lost straight away. 60 of them have lost.
I don't think it is a specific failure of the new experiment. The failure has been there of the existing whole system. Even we couldn't imagine that it is so harsh and so stormy. We didn't know, but it did happen. Everything was shaken. Just now we were speaking about shaking the walls. Everything was shaken. And with that, now it looks like because we did experiment, we lost. Because we sidelined Yediyurappa, we lost. Because we removed Jagdish Shettar, we lost. They could all have been adding 1%, 0.5% to the jolt that we received. But I don't think that one single experiment of getting new people backfired. This has happened to all the parties and this will continue to happen even in future.
Okay.
There have been advantages because of the new faces. You may get some good people. I remember one candidate at Kurchi. You remember, he was a police officer at Kurchi. He resigned and came. From that particular community, a person like that police inspector who came to us was such a big gain, and he could win even places like Kurchi. Kurchi is almost one of the centers of this Jarkiholis and all such centers. It is almost very near Chikodi, Hukeri, Kurchi, Gokak. All these are the constituencies.
Belgaum has 18 constituencies.
Yes. Within this difficult situation also, that candidate from Kurchi could win. So, getting some good people, some party people, some future, those who can give you future leadership.
Potential leadership.
From the same community we have seen, the Ballari lords had Ramulu with them. But what happened with Ramulu is he lost. And he has not been able to give as a very good administrator or a capable personality. Because he was already there. Sometimes what happens, some leaders are there, they are established, people hoard them, when they are shaken, people say that, oh, you did this. But people themselves do it sometimes.
Absolutely.
Why Ramulu lost? We did not do anything to them, but still Ramulu lost. So, in this situation, I think change is inevitable.
Change is inevitable. Also, if you look at the turncoats, those who left the mother party and joined the Bharatiya Janata Party, like Sudhakar, like MTB Nagaraj, like many others, most of them lost. So except maybe the few in the city like Muniratna or Bhairati Basuraj or K. Gopalaya or S.T. Somshekhar. Now in the city, yes, but many of these who joined Bharatiya Janata Party from the other parties, many of them have lost. Kumtalli has lost. How do you look at that?
When these people were imported, the situation in most of these constituencies, some where these 17, 18 people contested, got re-elected, only one lost, most of them came back. These constituencies did not have a systematic organization based party at all. That was the reason we were not getting seats, we are not getting elected. There is a need that we should have to import such people. Now, your next question is why only in cities they could win, why not in rural areas? In cities, still I think, you have seen Bangalore. Bangalore, Udupi and Mangalore. These are the three places. Mangalore we have not lost seriously.
Yes.
We are almost same or we are there only.
Yeah.
But whereas in Mangalore, Udupi, we have done fairly well. So where you have organizational network with committed karyakartas who are for some particular cause, whether people like it or not, in those coastal belt, Hindu-oriented karyakartas were there and we could win. In Bangalore, some amount of system and organization, meetings, bringing people, getting it voted is there. Though it is a very small content, it's not like you will get candidates elected there. It is not. But definitely it does matter. Plus the effect of Modi and big leaders coming to Bangalore, big road shows, all these have contributed for the win of the 4 in Bangalore. But whereas most of the other people in Karnataka we have lost because when you import people you should have a support.
Organizational setup.
Organizational setup at least to some extent has to be there. Then only you can hold it and lift them. Since in those areas we lacked it, we did not have, we could not support those people who came. Within 2 years people were disillusioned, they have thrown away. And there was an overall atmosphere that the ruling elite has to be defeated this time.
Absolutely, okay.
That atmosphere was there. We could not sustain our people.
Okay. So if you look at the scheduled tribes, Sri Ramulu has lost, but the big lesson is out of 15 constituencies, in spite of giving them a hike in reservations, every constituency has defeated a BJP candidate. So 14 have gone straight away to the Congress. 1 JDS has won. What is the lesson there?
I don't find any ideological or technical reason for this. I don't find because there is a overall atmosphere of anti-ruling class. It was already there. Number 2 is when you have made specific reservation addition to them, means you have increased the reservation
by such a huge number.
This message has to be taken to people and make programs, make samaveshas and call people. Rallies have to be done for that. So some amount of enthusiasm from inside has to be created within those communities because they are politically not very active communities. If you look at scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, everywhere in the whole country, scheduled tribe groups are not politically very alert and aggressive. They are very mild people wherever you go. Though they may look like very strong outside, but inside as a team, as a group, as people, they are docile. So both these reasons. One is that we couldn't reach them and tell them that these are the advantages you are going to get out of this. Second is
was it lack of leadership?
No,
because Sri Ramulu himself was lost.
We had good leadership. Many people have lost. Maybe because even in scheduled tribe constituencies,
Kicha Sudeep has campaigned for you. He's a major star, and in spite of that, this debacle.
This wherever scheduled tribe constituencies are there, even there, 70 to 80% of the voters are general category voters.
Okay. Absolutely.
It is not that all are scheduled tribes. This case is there if you go to Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. I have lived there and found that, especially in Maharashtra and Thana, Dhule and all those districts, Chandrapur, 70 to 80% of the population belongs to scheduled tribes.
All right.
There, this matters. But only 10 to 20% of the people are others.
All right.
Like traders, like government servants. But here in Karnataka, depending on the highest number of people belonging to scheduled tribe, we have given them the reservation. Not that they are the absolute majority they have. Their number has been in Karnataka, maybe 15, 16, 18, maximum 20% in that area.
Okay.
So 80% of the people who are outside. This happens to scheduled caste seats also, SC seats also, but it is more so for scheduled tribe seats.
Okay. Now, also, if you look at the Vocaligas, almost 4 to 5% of the Vocaliga votes going from JDS to the Congress, nothing coming from the JDS to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Is that a huge failure in the Vocaliga strategy of the Bharatiya Janata Party, considering C.T. Ravi himself, a Vocaliga, has lost?
Yes. Vocaliga group is a very politically aware group. Even in a very small village, a small farmer is politically aware and he is one way or the other active. It could be Raita Sangha, it could be cane growers associations. All these people are politically conscious and active. They look at political gains at every step. When they went to Devegowda, that is Janta JDS, they felt that in our area, if we consolidate 30-35 seats, we can be rulers.
Absolutely.
Because in Vocaliga community, they have a feeling that all of them are Kempegowdas,
Yes.
all of them are rulers of this area.
This is not only among Vocaligas, even among Panchamsalis.
Right.
Even among
Because-
Panchamsalis who are Lingayats.
Right. I will focus only on this Vocaliga belt.
Yeah.
Because of this feeling, self-pride that we are Vocaligas.
We are the
I have
rulers.
seen that some 10-15 years back also, when people used to keep the names to their children, they used to keep like any other community.
Minus the Gowda surname.
Mine is the Gowda name.
Yeah.
But now I have seen that even women keep Gowda.
Absolutely.
Even in my party, I have seen Mimla Gowda, Tejaswini Gowda, this, that. I don't know. Gowda is basically a male
And
ruler. That feeling. I don't know whether that is correct or not. Not that women should not rule, but that Gowda name feeling has made them more conscious that they are a ruling class.
Yeah.
So they were watching the situation and how can we be rulers if Janata Dal is losing the situation in this old Mysore? Because the whole Janata Dal JDS was built on this perception only that in this area we are in majority, we should get the ruling. Why should we listen to other people? In fact, many of the important Gowda leaders that time also opposed making greater Karnataka because they felt that their importance and dominance will come down.
Yes.
So this dominant community, politically aware and conscious, who have the feeling of ruling, naturally will go nearer to where there is ruling.
Okay.
Here, their ideology, I may speak 100 things. For me, Hinduism or good governance could be an ideology. For a common man, their own man sitting there on the Simhasan could be an ideology. I cannot object to it. That is what has happened this time, especially. So all the Janata Dal voting and even leaders, very few of the Janata Dal leaders have come to BJP. Most of them have gone to Congress. You have seen the candidate at RC Kere and other places. They have shifted from Janata Dal to Congress for their advantage. So that is the reason that Congress had the advantage.
Also, now let me talk about Shettar. He's been the big name in the Bharatiya Janata Party that has worked out in many ways to embarrass the party. Now they say that Jagadish Shettar did not lose he was forced to lose or he was made to lose by huge strategy of the BJP. So my question is, did you have to use so much of strategy to defeat just one Shettar? Couldn't you have used that strategy across the state to help the party win rather than going like a witch hunt after just one man? And who didn't leave on his own? He was denied a ticket, who went out for his survival?
Well, BJP was in a mode of bringing new faces and get them elected. In this mode, Jagdish Shettar came in the way because he said, I want to contest, whether with BJP or without BJP.
Without BJP, yes.
I want to contest. When this happened, the local organization also felt that when Jagdish Shettar is so adamant on contesting and get an MLA post only, why not Karyakartas and party also struggle to get the same seat without loss. So most of them became hyperactive. Hyperactive. Just because they felt that means that atmosphere was somehow built. For so many years he has been there. He has got all the advantage from the party, but still he is not listening to the elders who have said. This feeling entered Karyakarta's mind so deep that everybody became hyperactive.
Absolutely. But then again, one question for you is, these big leaders who came in, major leaders like Yogi, like Prime Minister Narendra Modi, like Home Minister Amit Shah, like JP Nadda, they've held so many rallies. But in many places where they held rallies, where they held their meetings, where they held their road shows, in so many places Bharatiya Janata Party has lost. So my question to you is a local leader like Yediyurappa with a local connect much better than a Amit Shah or a JP Nadda, who anyway speak in Hindi? I don't know if the local population understands it because there is a translator, so much is lost in translation. There is no connect. I won't talk about Mr. Narendra Modi.
Yes, we have to keep these two things apart. Modi has that charismatic image of Prime Minister, a performer, plus he knows how to present himself and attract people.
Absolutely.
So this time the road show he did, same thing he had done in Gujarat, it had worked there and he did it. So it really worked. When leaders come, it is not that they listen to what they say or they are influenced by their words. And as you have put rightly, in Karnataka, language also is a problem. People don't understand Hindi and many a times translations are not, they don't reach the heart.
Absolutely.
They may reach up to ear and no further.
Absolutely.
So because of this, what happens is the people who listen to these speeches will not be influenced by speech.
Absolutely.
That becomes only like a festival. They come, there is a big stage, there is a procession, they shout slogans.
Absolutely.
In this, only the people who are already enthused, who are already spirited, will participate. It won't add much voting pattern to it. Absolutely. If somebody is there who can go talk to people, convince what is the change that we are looking at, what is the change we will bring when we are in power. If we can convince this, you can convert slowly at least. But these simple rallies are part of the election festival.
Okay. Now my last question to you, scheduled castes. You gave them this internal reservation, you hiked the reservation, but 21 seats out of 36 scheduled caste seats going away, going to the Congress. Did you fail in your scheduled caste strategy as well? You have a full SC morcha.
No, each party will have some SC wing. Even we had. We try to focus on that. In Karnataka, there's different Dalit groups are there. In some areas, some groups have been with us. Even during Ramakrishna Hegde's period, there's Dalits left and Dalits right, all these groups were there. some groups are more affiliated to BJP
All right.
than others, and these small scheduled castes, not this. In Kannada, they call it as Balgai and Edgai. Not that only one group is there. There are many small scheduled castes also. But as I put it for scheduled tribes also, the total population of scheduled caste voters in any constituency is anywhere between 20-25% maximum.
Yes,
There are very few constituencies where it is up to 30%.
Yes.
Otherwise, it is 20%.
Yeah.
So 80% of the people are non-reserved. So the atmosphere, the undercurrent that is flowing in the whole society has affected even those constituencies as well.
Okay. So with that we come to the end of this. Thank you for joining us with camera person Shashi. This is Bansi for the New Indian Express Online.